With us right now is Bob Woodruff, and last night the president said, Bob, that two balls meant so much to him, the neighborhood ball and also the commander-in-chief ball, where the servicemen and women appeared.
You know, it was absolutely fantastic. You know, I had this really unique chance to go talk behind the scenes with the First Lady, Michelle Obama, and I have to say that she was very, in some ways, mellow. She was certainly confident. She was very excited. But it's just, you know, the chance to actually talk about what she's going through. What does this mean to her to be now the First Lady of the United States? And also what that means really to our country. Now, First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama. How does that feel?
Wow, I'm like, who are you talking to? It's a bit surreal, but it's exciting because I think there's a lot that can be done with this platform, and I'm ready to try to do some good things. And
you're in the White House now. You have a different past. You were so private for so long. What's it like now to now have to expose yourself so much to the country?
Well, I think the campaign process gets you ready for it. I mean, we've been 2 years into an absence of privacy, so now we're sort of at the pinnacle of it. And we're probably more used to it than one might imagine. So now we're just ready to do the work. I mean, we know that there'll be a level of sacrifice on our part, but we've come to grips with that, and we welcome the challenges as long as we can do some good stuff.
Do you think you can ground yourself, be normal like you used to be, the same person you used to be?
Normal is now relative, but I think that kids ground you, and our girls who are 10 and 7 are still the focus of our worlds. I mean, we came to D.C. early so that they could start school at a normal beginning time. And, you know, the first weeks that we were here, we were taking the kids to school, picking them up, getting into play dates, doing homework. It was as if we were just living in a hotel, but our lives were the same, and I'm hoping that there'll be that same level of normalcy. We'll live in the White House. Dad's office will be close, but we have had more normal now than we've had in a long time. I mean, Barack has dinner. We have dinner with Barack every night, and we haven't done that for 2 years.
Your mother is remarkable, helped you in this campaign. Now she's going to be, she didn't really leave Chicago very much. Now she's moving into the White House.
That's right.
Did she ever imagine this would happen?
Oh, no, my mother joked. She said, you know, when I taught you and your brother to push beyond your comfort zones, I didn't expect you to drag me with you. That's what she says. So, but she's been terrific, and we couldn't do this without her, and we are grateful that she's going to be here helping the girls, helping me get acclimated to the changes that we'll be facing. I can breathe a little bit easier knowing that if I'm out late or have to travel, that the girls have grandma.
All of these remarkable performers, which one were your favorite ones, especially for your children?
The girls, you know, are huge Jonas Brothers fans, but, you know, they love Miley Cyrus. They love Jack Black. They love, you know, they have an array. For me, it's my, you know, the folks I grew up listening to. It was Stevie Wonder and Herbie Hancock and Garth Brooks and Bruce Springsteen, and, you know, where does it begin and end? This has been just an amazing week of wonderful activities, and we feel so blessed and honored that so many people are sharing in this celebration with us.
You know, you look at this town right now, there's no secret, there's celebrities all over the place, very impressive. But we have seen hundreds, perhaps as many as 300 wounded warriors now coming into the town to be in this inauguration. And they're coming in the bus. Some of them can't even walk, and therefore they can't really dance. But at the Commander-in-Chief Ball, two lucky military members got to do just that with the President and the First Lady. So, Margaret, how were you picked to be the one to dance with the new President?
I was nominated by my commander.
Well, how long did you dance with him?
I was told it was about 45 seconds, and it was a long but good 45 seconds.
Now, you also danced right next to the other man who was dancing with the First Lady. What was his reaction?
We both encouraged each other. Before we went on, we gave each other a big smile and said, we can do this. We can do this.
Why did you decide to concentrate so much on military families?
Probably because the stories really resonated with me, even though Barack isn't serving in the military, in that form of service. There's still a level of service that comes with holding office in this country, and I can relate to the sacrifice. I don't by any means compare myself to the sacrifice that military spouses have to make, but we don't often hear their voices, and I was surprised at some of the challenges that I learned that they were facing as I campaigned.
And if there's one thing we've learned from those conversations, it's that when our military goes to war, their families go with them.
You know, you hear the stories of a lot of young mothers, you know, married with small kids, trying to work and balance and pay the bills. They're dealing with their loved one, you know, on their second or third tour of duty, or coming home with physical disability or mental disability without the support that they need. So, you know, all I thought of was, you know, these families are facing every challenge that every American is facing: credit card debt, mortgage payments, you know, the lack of good schools for their kids. But they are paying the ultimate price of service, and they don't complain. They do it with pride, and we don't often remember their struggle.
Well, you know, I have to say, there's also a great perk, you know, moving into the White House. I asked her if these beautiful two little daughters of yours, will they be going to school today? She said no, they're not going to go to school. They're going to have their chance to finally move in the White House and enjoy it today.
Talk about enjoying it. As we know, they had a scavenger hunt last night, in part to learn the history of the White House, and the White House staff planned it, but also to get a chance to find their way around all those rooms. And in one room, here's a scoop for everyone, they open a door, and there are the Jonas Brothers, the actual Jonas Brothers.
My daughter's favorites.
Maybe we can get them to come in your closet and wait for you.
They wanted to kill me for not bringing them down here to see that.
Anyway, thanks so much, Bob, and it was a beautiful night seeing you there at that ball last night.